Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL. Now today we're going to be going over my final thoughts for Game Week 24. There's a lot to talk about: captaincy, what to do with Salah, whether to bring in United assets. All of that is going to be covered today. If you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment. What are you going to be doing with your team going into Game Week 4? Remember, the deadline is on Tuesday. A bit of a weird one this week. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, this is what my current team is looking like at the moment. In goal, I've got De Gea, who of course doubles in Game Week 25. Quite happy about that. And then nice fixtures just on either end of that double. Doesn't double up in Game Week 26 though, but I do have Foster on my bench who will double up in 26, who I'll probably bring in and play in that game week. The back line at the moment is Trent, who is at home to Leicester, Cancelo, who is at home to Brentford, and then Reguilon, who is at home to Southampton. So nice 3 home games there in the back line, and De Gea, of course, away at Burnley as well. So expecting a couple of clean sheets there, to be fair. Hopefully a few attacking returns as well. We saw how bad Leicester were against Forest in the FA Cup, which was great to see. I'm a Forest fan if you didn't know. So yeah, really nice to see them win 4-1. But again, that was a championship side. The actual quality that Liverpool have compared to Forest is just next to, like, there's just such a big difference there. So hopefully they'll win that game about 3 or 4-0 maybe. And so that's the big question, whether you bring Salah in to try and attack that. Will he play in the actual fixture? We'll talk about that in a little bit after I've gone over my team. In midfield though, I've got Rafinha, who's away at Villa. He is flagged at the moment. I don't really know why. I'm waiting for the press conferences today to see whether I'm going to keep him or not. He does double up in 26. It's a terrible double. He has Liverpool and United, so it's literally one of the worst ones he could possibly get. But I'm going to keep him in my team anyway because he does double. I've gone with Bowen captain at the moment, but that could change by the time that I do actually lock in my team before that Tuesday deadline. But at the moment, I've given him the armband. He did score in the FA Cup in like the 190th minute or whatever. Kidderminster were really, really unlucky in that game. They literally scored in the 90th minute with Rice, and then again like the 120th minute. So unlucky. I'm also playing Jota at home to Leicester. Will he start now? You know, the amount of options that Liverpool have up front at the moment. You know, Salah and Mane coming back. They've got Firmino. They've got Jota. They've just signed another forward player as well. So does that mean that Jota is going to get rotated quite a bit more? Probably. So it depends what to do with him. I do really want to keep him though for the Burnley game, and then of course the double up. Whether he starts all of those 3 games, he probably won't. But I think he's likely to start the Leicester game because I don't personally think that Salah is going to play. But again, we'll talk about it in a minute. Got Foden at home to Brentford as well, hoping that he does play and gets a nice return. He should have got a return the other week, but Sterling did miss from 2 yards out, which was very, very annoying. And then up top, I've got Antonio at home to Watford. I'm hoping he can do something because I am going to be offloading my strikers very, very soon. I just don't think it's worth putting all the money there. I'd much rather have players like Broja and maybe Edouard instead of Watkins, Antonio, and using that extra money to strengthen my midfield even more and try and get in 2 premium players. I've also got King away at West Ham. I don't even know if I'm going to play him. I've just been really, really unhappy with him. I brought him in for the doubles and everything like that, and he's just done nothing. We all know how bad the Watford double up has been recently. And then I've got Leeds at home. Watkins, fingers crossed for that. He should start that game. I'm not really worried about him being rotated, but fingers crossed. And just look at all those green fixtures as well with Watkins. Bloody chef's kiss. And then on the bench, I've got Foster, who's playing West Ham. Gray, who's away at Newcastle, which I'm not sure whether to play him or not. I don't know if Lampard's going to start him. Of course, Lampard having a really good start to his Everton career, winning 4-1 against Brentford. So will he start Gray in that Newcastle game? If he does, I'm probably going to play him over King, but we'll see what happens. I've got Ben White as well away at Wolves. I don't think I'm going to play him. I just think my other defenders have got stronger fixtures. And I've got Rudiger, who's obviously blanking. Now, if I do use my transfer this week, it will probably be on Rudiger, but then I don't know whether to bring Salah or Bruno in or anything like that. But let's go on to my transfers and just actually talk about what I potentially could do. So this is my transfer kind of situation at the moment. I've got 5.7 mil in the bank and 1 free transfer. If you don't know what this kind of add-on is FPL Tools. Basically, it's a Google Chrome extension. Just allows you to see all like the up and coming game weeks and stuff like that. So I've got quite a few blanks in my team. As you can see, Rudiger blanks, 3 out of the next 4, white blanks 2 out of the next 4, and then Jota and Trent both blanking 1 in the next 4. So of course game week 27 is a bad game week to have a lot of Liverpool and Arsenal players, even though they've got really nice fixtures coming up. If you're not free hitting in 27, you really have to work around that. Now I only have 1 free hit chip left, and I don't know whether to use that in game week 27 or game week 30. There's going to be a lot of blanks in game week 30 depending on FA Cup results, but again, game week 27 is going to be a tough one to kind of work my way around. So that's one of the reasons I'm a little bit iffy about bringing Salah in at the moment. But again, I mean, I'm going to need him for that double, so I can't really not have him. But I'll probably get rid of Ben White at some point and then maybe bring in a Wolves defender, and then that'll obviously sort that blank out. Plus Wolves do double up in 26, because you kind of have to be preparing your team for 26 as well if you're not wildcarding. Like, I don't know if I'm going to yet. I've really not made my decision, and if I don't wildcard, I don't think I necessarily need to. Like, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double game week players so far. So obviously before game week 27, that's 3 more transfers that I'll probably bring in. Salah for 1, so that's 7 double game weeks. And then I'll probably take out Rudiger for or White for a Rudiger for a Wolves defender, most likely. That's 8 double game week players. And then I can also take out I don't know, somebody like Antonio or something, and that'll give me another double game week player and bring in the likes of Edouard or someone like that. So I think 9 double game week players is good enough. Like, I'm not expecting to bench boost or anything like that. I'm going to be triple captaining. So yeah, I've got quite a few players for the double in 26, and I'm going to be using my triple captain on Salah most likely, so I'm not going to be worrying about bench boost or something. I'll play that later down the line when there's probably going to be more doubles and stuff like that. But that's kind of the situation I'm at. I don't necessarily, because if I wildcard, I wasn't going to bring Salah in. I kind of want to bring Bruno in as well, but I'll take one of my transfers and he doesn't double up in 26. And, you know, I feel like only one United player, which is a goalkeeper, out of Brighton and United's lineups that are going to double, I feel like that's going to hurt, especially if Bruno pops off, because a lot of people are going to be captaining Bruno, a lot of people are going to be captaining Ronaldo in that game week. So not having those, and if they do get quite a few goals or assists or whatever, then it's going to really hurt me. So it is a tough one. Rudiger is obviously the player that I need to get out right now, who I'm probably going to get rid of, but again, could be a Wolves player. I generally just don't know at this point. It's a tough one. Captaincy option is another one. Like, Cancelo's there, he's right there, I feel like if I don't go for him, he's going to pop off. But if I go for him, they're going to concede in like the first minute or something, and it's all going to go wrong. Like, there's just always a bad situation captaining a defender. It's just so risky, but sometimes it can really pay off. And then Foden is another option as well that I could end up going with, but it's a bit of a risk there. Maybe is he going to start? Is he going to play the full 90? I think Bowen is, but he's just played 120 as well in the cup. But I mean, he just can't stop running. Like, he just literally can play constantly. And then obviously the other situation is, do you bring Salah? And if I bring Salah in, I probably wouldn't even captain him, to be fair. He just played another 120 minutes against Senegal in the AFCON final. They've literally he's played 120 so many times in the last couple of weeks in AFCON. So if I did bring him in, it'd just be, I just personally don't think he's going to start. I really don't. I've got a really bad feeling about it. But I know if I don't bring him, he's going to start and score like 3 against Leicester. But I don't know. I feel like I think he'll be on the bench, and I feel like if they're 2-3-0, then obviously they're not going to bring him on. I think if Leicester are winning that game, then he will come on, but I just can't see how they will. They were so poor in the FA Cup, and that was a strong 11 as well. It wasn't even like there was the B team or something. So that's also a situation. There's all the likes of KDB that I'd love in my team. Again, Bruno for game week 25. It's a really tough situation to be in. If I use my wildcard, I'd be fine. I know exactly what I'd be doing, but I feel like I don't want to waste that yet. But again, I would probably, if I was going to, I would wildcard and then free hit in 27. But then I'm obviously stuck in game week 30 with no free hit, and then a lot of players that aren't going to be playing, and I don't really want to be kind of putting myself into that situation, because it's just not a good place to be. If you've got 2 free hits, you're chilling. Like, you literally free hit in 27, 30, and then you're absolutely fine. But if you're not, a lot of people don't have both of those. A lot of people don't have that luxury. So you really have to decide, you know, you can use them now, score big, and then obviously it's going to hurt you later in game week 30. So that's why it's a little bit of a worrying one. But anyway, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Leave a comment. What are you doing in your situation? Let me know, because this is such a tough one. I really honestly have no idea. But subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bells, everything from me though. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.